The moment has arrived, but before I start, I have a call out. I'm going to embarrass somebody in the audience, but it's okay. Allison Bass, School of Nursing. Don't stand up. I've already embarrassed you enough. I rode with your mother yesterday on the plane from Phoenix to here. And I was touched by how much she loves you and how proud she was that you were graduating. But what I was touched was by your story. You're a graduate of the School of Nursing, which is, by the way, the best nursing program in the country. But you're a member of ROTC, and soon you'll begin as a Navy nurse. And that touched me because we sometimes don't recognize the ROTC members as they go on to their next mission, which is protecting us and protecting the country. So let's give a hand to all Allison's colleagues and the ROTC members. And Allison's grandmother, you didn't think I was going to do it, but I did it. Anyway, Father Peter, Dr. Patrick McGetty, esteemed faculty and administration, fellow honorees, parents, families, members of Nova Nation, and most importantly, Villanova Class of 2018. Look at you. You've done it. You're about to receive a degree from one of the most prestigious universities in the country. You are surrounded by family, friends, and the people who took this journey with you. It's likely there's a bottle of champagne in your very near future, and there's probably 100 things you'd rather be doing right now than listening to a slightly over-the-hill guy with a lot of retail experience. And by the way, you're in little danger of remembering this speech years from now. Seriously, as I was getting ready for today, I racked my brain for any memory of the commencement speech at my graduation, and I came up empty. So please take notes today. So here I am, and I have to tell you, this is really one of the greatest moments of my life. I never dreamed that I would be the guy that would receive an honorary degree, much less be asked to give the commencement speech at my alma mater. So thank you, Father Peter and the administration, for this unbelievable honor. I wish my parents were here. Oh, thank you. I wish my parents, wait till you hear the jokes. I wish my parents were here, actually, to see the look of disbelief on their face. They would have been shocked and probably questioned Villanova's judgment, but I like to think they would also be proud. I'm a working class kid with a little smarts and a lot of attitude who grew up in a Clifton Heights row home a few miles down the road. Going to Villanova was a dream come true for me. I came here with a dream of running track, a program that has a deep tradition and that I'm still very close to today. And that's now led by two of the greatest track and field coaches in the country, Gino Procasio and Marcus O'Sullivan, as evidenced by the 5 Championship of America wins at the Penn Relays, and also winning 3 of the 4 indoor and outdoor Big East track and field championships this year. And this, yeah, let's go for it. And this past November, I was able to put my mom and dad's name on the Moran Center for Global Leadership at the Villanova Business School. And I'll get back to you in a moment, I promise. But first, I have to thank Dr. Patrick McGetty for giving me the dream, and Dr. Jonathan Doe, Director Kim Cahill, and Dr. Joyce Russell for all your support. Villanova shaped me. It molded who I am, how I think, and what I value. I came of age here, and it's great to come home. And since we all are family, I'm not going to talk politics or patriotism or Nova bombs or Kellys. I'm not going to share my secrets to success. I'm here today sincerely hoping you fail. See, I like failures. I think they're the best type of people. I hire them all the time. And here's what I believe. The harder you fail, the harder you tried. And if you're not failing, it means you hardly tried at all. But fantastic failures, the people who fail, fall down, and keep on getting back up, are curious and they're courageous. They're passionate and they're hungry. And they usually have something to prove. And in my experience, they're the ones who light the world on fire. You are leaving Villanova with a diploma, and an empty suitcase that represents all you've experienced and all you have learned here. A suitcase that will help you carry all you will gain in this next phase of your life. You got a great foundation to begin your journey. Your mission now is to fill that suitcase. You will spend your life packing it with things that will work for you and discarding the things that don't. And sometimes it will be tough to figure out which is which. But I will tell you this, if you don't fail, you will really never know. You will end up hauling around a lot of worthless stuff far longer than you should, and when you really need something, there's a good chance that it won't be in there. When I left here with my Villanova suitcase, I was determined to be successful. I did everything. I took crazy jobs and hard assignments. I moved myself and my family from the US to Peru, to Mexico, to Spain, and to Canada, and back again. It worked, and I was killing it. But if I am being honest, a lot of that ambition was driven by fear. Fear that I would fail, and that someone would find out, or I would find out, that I was not as good as everybody thought I was. And looking back, I could have had all my success and even a richer life if I had accepted that failure was inevitable, natural, and incredibly valuable. So go for it. Run towards your future. Just don't run away from failure. Because when you're running from something, you can think of nothing else but running as fast as possible in the other direction. And that's when you will miss the stuff that makes life beautiful. As the philosopher Ferris Bueller famously said, life moves pretty fast, and if you don't stop and look around once in a while, you will miss it. Please, please don't miss it. And never, ever let the fear of failure take you out of the game. Here's how human nature works. We get handed an amazing opportunity, one that scares us a little, or better yet, a lot. But instead of diving in, we say things like, oh, I'm just not capable of doing that, or I have too much going on, or it isn't just the right time. None of that is true. What's true is that we are all simply terrified to fail. And then we wonder why we don't get what we want in life. I have a better idea. Give yourself permission to reach for your potential, even if it means falling on your face. You're going to screw up. You're going to do stupid things. And the chances are very high that along the way you will make a mistake that will do real damage to you or to someone else. That's how it goes. You can try to be safe and stay on the sidelines of life. You can wait until you have 100% of the information and feel 100% comfortable so you don't make a mistake. Guess what? You will still make mistakes and miss opportunities. Or you can summon the courage to take a quick start. You should always have the finish line in sight, but it's okay to zigzag and course correct along the way. A lot of things will go well, others will not, but you will literally be living and learning. And if you keep on moving, you will get to the right answer and have all the knowledge and experience you picked up along the way. Before the cautious runners even leave the gate, you will be done with the race and on to your next challenge. So you might as well get out there, get into action, and make your mistakes on the move, because that is really the only way to make your heart desires happen. And I promise you, it will be a lot more fun. I contend that the most successful people, the happiest people, make failing a way of life. They don't worry about it. They see how fast and how fully they can do it. Consider Jack Andranka, who at 15 decided he could make a better pancreatic cancer test than the ones created by PhD scientists or multi-billion pharma companies. 199 research labs rejected him. Number 200 did not. And now we have a test that's 100 times better and 26,000 times less expensive. It took 5 years and over 5,000 failed prototypes for James Dyson to create the world's first bagless vacuum. And now he has the best-selling vacuum in the world and a net worth of $4.2 billion. And then there's Elon Musk, a guy who's failed so many times, there's an infographic on the subject. He's even been fired from 2 of his companies, even once on his honeymoon. His early electric cars spontaneously combusted, and he has blown up 6 rocket ships trying to make his big idea of routine space travel a reality. While lots of people, including those on Wall Street, don't like him much, the reality is Teslas are status cars. SpaceX is a profitable, respected company with over $12 billion in contracts, and Elon Musk is a Steve Jobs-level genius. These are all people who have amazing ideas, but they know they're going to fail time and time and time again, and they revel in it. And as Winston Churchill said, success is going from failure to failure without the loss of enthusiasm. These people see not what's here, but what is possible. I call them relentlessly restless. They're the ones that always are asking, why does it have to be this way, and how can we make it better? They're the type of people who have a healthy disrespect for the status quo, even and especially when everything looks great and they can declare success. They're constantly searching for that one more thing, and that one more thing after that, and that one more thing after that. They are trying, they're failing, and they're trying again. This is how great companies, great countries, and great universities are built. And it's how the world changes. And I strongly recommend it's how you take on your life. But this advice comes with a warning label. If you live this way, you better get comfortable being uncomfortable. People are going to constantly question you, and those are the people that love the status quo and who are afraid to change. You're going to constantly question yourself. You're going to be scared, a lot sometimes. And in that place, you will probably do your greatest work. And in that place, you will no doubt succeed. And that's when you'll really be in trouble. The easiest thing in the world is to fall in love with your own success. I know, because it happened to me. I'm an ordinary guy, but there's one thing I'm good at: helping other ordinary people do extraordinary things. And that completely described my team at PetSmart. They were a bunch of regular people, many of them fantastic failures, who pulled the company from the edge of bankruptcy and made it one of retail's great success stories. But guess what happened? Competitors started noticing. They started to close in. And we were so busy enjoying our success, we didn't see it until it was almost too late. So we had to take a hard look at ourselves, and we learned that we were not nearly as good as we thought we were. And by now, we were running a $4 billion company with over 1,000 stores. Complexity and some level of bureaucracy were part of the game. We weren't going to get around it, and we knew we had to be flexible and fast. So we dug in, and we created a culture that was incredibly focused on getting things done. We made one more thing a way of life. And instead of coming up with a great idea or a brilliant solution, we made it a requirement to come up with 3 options, knowing that at least one of them, or maybe all of them, you guessed it, likely to fail. Okay, I just spent most of my time with you demanding that you fail. So the next question is, how do you turn all that failure and all that trying into goals met, aspirations achieved, and dreams realized? For me, it starts with doing something that matters. We always hear we should do something we love, and I agree, but the real joy comes into creating change for the better. I'm not saying we all need to go out and save lives or solve society's problems, but please do that because the world needs you. But ask yourself, is what I'm doing worth it? Is it worthy of me? And once you have found your purpose, be unstoppable in making it happen. Take on that job or assignment that you're not sure you can do. Go work with that person who intimidates you. Say yes, and then fill your suitcase with everything that works, and be ready to unpack and leave behind everything that holds you back. I'm almost done, I promise. But after March Madness, I can't leave you without this. Let's go, Nova! Let's go, Nova! What a tournament. What a game. If we were good people, we would have a moment of silence for the University of Michigan basketball team. But we won't. What a thrill for me, a rough around the edge Philly kid, to be there. It inspired me, and I'm pretty sure it will inspire many of us for the rest of our lives. And I love that One Shining Moment video they show at the end of every single NCAA championship game. And I even like it that Neo has replaced the late, great Luther Vandross. I love it because it's about young people taking all their God-given gifts and all they have learned to go after big dreams on a big stage, fighting and failing and fighting again to achieve all they know they're capable of and to surpass expectations. That's how you reach your potential. You can talk about the underdogs all you want. When people expect you to win, you have everything to lose. And that's when the fear of failure can really kick in. And that's when, just like the Nova basketball team did, you tell fear to shut up, remember what matters, and find your shining moment. So go, fail, set big goals, take big risk, look fear in the face. You will have some luck along the way. Be grateful for that. You will have some setbacks. Be grateful for those too. Screw up, and screw up some more, and screw up again. Learn. Do something that matters. Fill that suitcases with successes and joys and things you love. Live an outsized life. And above all, find your shining moment and do it over and over and over again. Congratulations to the class of 2018. Good luck, and go ahead and start filling your suitcase. V for Villanova. V for victory.